Just did a video on Tim Ballard. I'm going to tie that Tim Ballard video number one. This will be number two because there's some things that I failed to address in number one. Okay. I know how the state of Utah and the Church of Jesus Christ, I know how they work. Okay. Nothing happens in the state of Utah without the approval, at least some major things, but without the approval of the Church of Jesus Christ or the church leadership. People that have lived there, they know that very well, and other people too. Okay, now, so hypothetically, the church approaches these 7 women that have been espoused by Tim Ballard, okay, and they want to turn them for their ulterior motives. They say, hey, sue him for sexual harassment. We'll see that you get the money, because you can't win in Utah if they have this other agenda. Church leaders have this other agenda. You will not win, I promise you. Okay, they control the judges, they control the law enforcement, they will control the jury. The jury is always going to be biased. Anything that the church says, oh, that's what they're going to be in favor of, regardless. Okay, so that's the carrot that they're holding out. In my very strong opinion, that's the carrot they're going to hold out over women. Now, I've seen this before. I had an acquaintance that was a chiropractor, and I think it was in the state of Idaho, which is very Mormon-oriented also. Anyhow, he's a doctor, right? And doctors are considered, I guess you call them its. They don't have any, when they're doing stuff with your private parts, okay? I've had to go and see doctors for my some of my problems, which everybody has, especially when they get older, and you have to get checked out, and they play with your private parts. I don't think they were sexually motivated, okay? Like your prostate. There are certain things they have to do there to check out your prostate. It's uncomfortable, but, hey, they're doctors. And so this particular doctor, who's a chiropractor, there's women that actually worked for him, a woman that worked for him, and she approached him and to check her private parts out and to apply some medication. Well, he did that. Then she turned on him, filed suit, and then there's women that just came out of the woodwork, and they all filed the same charges. Okay, now I read that court the court case on that. Okay, and it became very obvious to me what was going on. They're just women had dollar signs in their brain, and they were able to convince themselves that they'd been sexually abused, or maybe not. Maybe it's just purely dollar signs. Who knows? But anyhow, the court recordings on that, I read them, very obvious to me what was going on. And eventually, he was convicted initially, and then it got appealed, and the whole thing got kicked out. The whole thing got kicked out. So I look at this the same way with Tim Ballard. What's going on there? People, especially when they think the church is on their side, the church leaders are on their side, okay? And they have to make this decision. Am I going to go with Tim Ballard and be a plural wife? Or am I going to get millions and millions of dollars to be excommunicated? And not be excommunicated, excuse me. Because if you go to Tim Ballard and you become a plural wife, more than likely you'll be excommunicated. So I think that's what it all boiled down to. That's why everything is anonymity. That's why, ask yourself this question. Why isn't this man being prosecuted for sexual harassment? huh? But that's coming. But it's going to be civil cases. Okay, those gals are gonna sue him because he's worth millions of dollars now. And the church leaders, courts, judges, police are all going to be backing these women up. Ooh, and at this time, he destroyed Tim Ballard. He destroyed his reputation, in the court of public opinion. He's not going to run for senator anymore, and he'll be looked down upon wherever he goes as a pariah. Okay, well, that's Tim Ballard #2 video. Over and out. And who knows, I might make a 3 and 4. I don't know.